Hello there. So as promised, I am going to be unboxing and reviewing this beautiful thing here. This is Grogu from Star Wars The Mandalorian. This is actually merchandise from the Mandalorian TV show. If you saw my previous short on this, this was retailing for around 30 to 35 pounds, I believe, and I managed to get it, or rather my fiance got it for me for $9.99, which is a bit of a bargain, and I don't have too many being the operative words, Grogu or Mandalorian merch. So we're going to open this up. He does have his learning tablet, which requires some batteries, not included, so I've had to grab a few of them. We'll get that installed, we'll get it unboxed, and let's take a look. Alright, so here we go. This is the guy. So we're going to open the box. Now it's a nice presented box. So it's nice if you wanted to just leave him there in sort of a stand for whatever reason, for collectability. You can do that, but it's not the greatest of boxes, so I'm not afraid of sort of tearing this thing open. I know some people don't like that, but I think if I'm not going to keep it, then there's no need to be gentle, but I'll try my best. Alright, so he is tie wrapped in, it seems, so I am going to have to fetch the scissors. I don't like to make it easy to get these things in and out. I've even got one around poor little Grogu's neck. I'll get you out of there, little boy, little guy. There we go, right. Grogu's out. Oh, he's got some weight to him. Let's check out his little feet. Look at that. So he's fully, there's a little belly in there. Look at that. So I know looking under his robe is a little bit weird, but I wanted to see what we were working with. He's got a little hood. The hood doesn't fit. Doesn't go over his head, bless him. So you got your little tag that says try me, so if you do push this, he does make some cute little Grogu noises. Fabric's quite a good feel, and then you've got his head, which is really detailed. He doesn't have the fuzz, but the material's like a, if you ever played with the Boglins, I think they were called, feels and smells like that. And you got your little tag there. So okay, Grogu, let's get this tag off. So now he's fully free. I'm not sure how well he's going to be able to stand up since his head's so damn heavy. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, he can sort of lean forward. Right, let's have Grogu stand there while we get his tablet out. Right, the screwdriver I had was a little bit too big for this tablet, so we're going to go in. We're going to go in with a smaller screwdriver. I've brought the big guns out, or rather the small guns. That's more like it. Don't worry, Grogu, we're getting your tablet open. There we are. Right, so as I mentioned, it takes 2 AAAs. So I'm going to pop these in. I have no idea what's going to happen. There wasn't much in the ways of instructions, or at least I didn't read them. Right, tablet's on. Grogu. What do we do? Is it just a light? Ooh. Does he react to it? Grogu, what does this say? Is that all it is? A light? Beautiful. What does that say, Grogu? Good boy. So the instruction says, Star Wars The Mandalorian, Grogu with learning tablet. There's a new adventure waiting Grogu's school, but he's much more interested in snacks than anything about the galaxy. Grogu with learning tablet. So it's a plushie and accessory. Now, all I can see it doing is lighting up. So I think this just lights up. It's just a little light up accessory, which it can't even clip to him. So I don't understand the point of this. Unless I'm missing something. Is he supposed to press it? Well done, Grogu. So I think, so in terms of reviewing this little beauty, I think accuracy, I think he looks very much like Grogu. I like the way the light shines off his eyes. He got his little mouth there, his pointy ears with the flesh inside them. It's got a nice squidgy feel to it. Like I said though, it does have a funky smell, which I can get past. And then the rest of him is all plushy, so like nice and soft if you want to give him a squeeze or a hug. The fabric on his clothes, pretty good. It looks like this hood bit is not actually attached to the rest, which is fine because it all sort of sits perfectly well. The robe's a nice fabric, and yeah, it sort of stays on him well, looks nice, sort of screen accurate. Then you've got his voice activation. It doesn't say how many phrases he's got. No, I'm using the term phrases lightly because they're just noise coming from Grogu. And I'll be honest, it doesn't sound an awful lot like Grogu. It sounds a little bit like him. That's what he makes, little noises. Then you've got his feet. So the feet enable him to stand. But like I say, his head's really heavy compared to the rest of his body. So you've got to lean him a little bit forward. But there you go. He does stand. And then you've got this really heavy tablet for what it is, which has one button that lights up. And he doesn't react to it at all. So this is pointless. I didn't really need this. I would have just been happy with that, especially for the price I paid. But in terms of a Grogu figure for a display, or even for cosplay or whatever, this is really good. I like him for the price I paid. Like I said, I paid a tenner. Originally £35 retail. That's good. He's like screen accurate size. He's got the right amount of weight to him. You can chuck him up and down, and he can stand on a display. I like it. I don't need this. Don't see the point in it. It would be fair enough if he reacted to it in some way, and maybe he does, but I doubt it. I think it's just a light. But there you go. You can grab it right now if you go to Home Bargains in the UK. I don't know where about anywhere else in the world. £9.99. They had quite a bit of stock in when I was looking. But yeah, if you want like a screen accurate, and obviously he's not going to be walking around and moving his head or doing anything like that. But for display purposes or cosplay, £9.99. He's a really cool little guy. There you go. I've got my own Grogu. I had him in Lego form and other forms previously, but now I've got a life-size little Grogu guy, and he talks. So I'd say for, out of 10, I'd probably put this as a 7. It would be better if something reacted to this, or if his head moved or something like that, or you could pose him. But in terms of what you'd want a Grogu to do, I think it hits all the spots. He's nice and soft on the body, clothing, it's quite a good material. His head is the right texture. His eyes look great. Yeah, 7 out of 10 I'd say. But hard to fault. Hard to fault. I mean, you do have to position him in a certain way, otherwise he'll fall if you're wanting to display him. Hence the 7. And then a little bit disappointed with whatever this thing is. But yeah, I would recommend, especially for the price, £9.99. Really pleasant Grogu. And with the Mandalorian and Grogu buzz right now, these will probably fly off the shelves, so keep an eye out. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video from me and Grogu. May the Force be with you. And until next time, bye-bye.